Alexa, turn on.
Oh, welcome in, Miss Callie. Let's get started for the sake of time. Everyone can turn, thank you so much for having your cameras on. Make sure you have your original sound on. This is Introductory Performance Seminar for August 23rd. Let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay. So our first performer of the day will be Ashrita. So I'm going to pass it over to Ashrita. And whenever you're ready, you can announce your name and your piece.
Hi, I'm Ashrita. I'll be playing Titanic Memorized.
All right. Give a big round of applause to Ashrita. Really nice. I've been following your progress on this piece for the last few weeks. Really, really nice. You've gone from not knowing any of it to having the whole thing really well memorized. And I know you're playing with a piano that doesn't have dynamic. So considering that, you're doing very nice with the consistency. The rhythm is really good. I really like almost everything about it. Obviously, adding dynamics would be the next step, but since you can't do that, that's perfectly fine for now. The other thing you can consider is to make it a little bit faster, but otherwise, we're going to move forward. We're going to talk about movement in the second half, as you already know. But really, really good job. I'm super impressed with the progress on this. Thank you for sharing. All right, we'll come back to you. Evelyn, let me pass it over to you.
My name is Evelyn, and I'm going to be performing The Very Vicious Velociraptor.
All right, that's a fun piece. Let's clap it up for her. I think I've heard this once before. I'm not sure who was playing this, but man, I think I heard it in Kaizen once. Great job on that piece. One small correction. We're not going to talk about this in that second half, but I just want to help you. You got this A and D sharp correct, but you didn't get that A and D sharp correct. Okay, so just double check the movement on the hand. From this position where you're going 1 and 4, you have to shrink the hand position back to a natural position. Okay, I think you might have just forgot to do that right here, right? That one move, but everything else is really well played. So good job on that. This would be a good piece to play for a flower piano when you come. Okay, let's move forward. We'll come back to you in the second half. Let's keep going for now. Here we go, Miss Callie. Pass it over to you, and whenever you're ready, you can announce your name and piece.
My name is Callie, and I'm going to play Legend of Metric.
Okay. Very, very good. Let's clap it up for her. I just want to make one correction for you to help you. It was almost memorized, right? Were you looking at this score or no score?
I was looking at it like a little bit.
Little bit? Okay, here. I don't know if you caught this, but this is going to be down.
Huh?
This part is down the octave here. That's the only correction. So just careful on that. It's middle C when you finish that part. Oh wait, I don't know if I have my own original sound. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, here. So, but that's the only you played here, right? But it's actually here, like right there. Yeah. So just watch out on that one thing. But otherwise, this is really cool. The quality that you have on this piece is beyond what you like. People who play this piece don't play it to that level normally. I've taught this piece many times. It's not normally played at this quality. So meaning you're playing at a much higher level than expected. So really, really good job on this. My only suggestion is that one correction, and we'll talk about movement in the second half. But really cool. It seems like you like this piece, right? Do you like this? Is it like a fun piece for you? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. All right, let's get into the second half, ladies, and actually it's just ladies today. So just ladies. I was gonna say gentlemen, but okay, let's get into the second half. As you guys know, the second half is all about movement. So let's go ahead and take a look at the movement, and each of you is gonna be working on each other's pieces. Okay, now, the movement that happens a lot in the first piece that we saw mainly happens in the left hand. There are movements in the right hand, but they're less difficult. And there's a lot of tricky movements that are happening in the left hand specifically. So let's take a look at those. Now, somebody gave you the hint here already. What is an octave? We'll start with this question. What is an octave? Anybody can answer this? I'll call on Evelyn. Evelyn, what's an octave?
An octave is an eighth.
Okay, well, what's an eighth? I'm challenging you so that you all can be more articulate with what things are. You gave me a correct answer, but I want you to give me an even more specific answer.
An eighth is when you stretch your fingers between 8 notes.
Yeah, there we go. So when you're playing an eighth, whatever note you start on with your pinky in the left hand, The final note in your thumb will be the same note, but 1 octave higher, or 8 notes away, as you mentioned. Great. So let's go ahead and take a look at these movements. And you did a really, really nice job with all of these movements, Ashrita. It's actually one of the things I really appreciated about how consistent you are. It's very steady playing. And there's not easy movements here. These are difficult movements because you're going in and out of the black keys, then you're going back to a 5th position, but you handled it really well. Okay, so for all of you, please try the left hand of the opening for her. And I just want you to try it. So just give it a shot. You'll start in this 5th position where it's a natural position. Then you're going to go to an octave position, so stretch, triple stretch, right? Then shift to the left, B flat. Then back to D minor, back to the natural position. C, B flat, C. All right. Let's go ahead and try that. Whenever you're ready, I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. I'll play it along with you. Playing something else if you're wondering. It's like intermission music. They did a weird thing with the rhythm in this piece. The meter is in 4. Shouldn't be. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, who wants to go first? Callie, did you get it? The left hand?
Like for like the other like
Just try the left hand. I just wanted the left hand, that's all. I just want you guys to experience this left hand for a little bit because it's some interesting movements in here. Did you try? If you didn't try it, it's okay. Evelyn, did you get it? I saw you trying it. Why don't you go for it first, and then Callie can go after.
Just the first 2.
Yeah, why don't you try the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars? I think the bars are misnumbered here.
Okay.
Then stretch, triple stretch to C major. Oh, no. So you don't have to go down that far. It's actually, look, if you look, this is another thing. Whenever you guys are reading, make sure that you're reading horizontally. It's only a single pitch. It's just a step, right? Yeah. Good job. Now shift again. Now we're going to shift down to B flat. Boom. Almost. Good. Rotate through the position to F. Then shift forward to the B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. There we go. Okay, that's fine. That's plenty. Callie, did you want to give it a go? Then now you guys can get a sense of how difficult some of these movements are. They're tricky here. She did such a good job of getting this. Go for it. Oh, it goes up though. It's just a step up, right? You played the right pitch. It just was the wrong octave.
I do it again or
Yeah, one more time, just to get a sense. I really want you to get a sense of the movement. Oh, can you start from the D? Maybe start from the D. Dun. Somehow you keep going in weird directions in the last one. Everything else was correct. Just so you know, it's this just a step up. You went all the way an octave up. You started from middle C and went up. Right? Yeah. Oh, that's it. Maybe that's a skill that you can help develop in sight reading sometime as you get ready. Try to read horizontally, so you would read the B flat to the C. Okay. Okay. Let's keep moving forward. So that's the first thing that we did today. Let me just take a picture of that so we have that for later. Let me just change this so I can save it. Desktop. Okay. So the first we talked about that. Let's move on. Evelyn. This is a fun piece. I remember now who I was teaching this to. I was teaching it to Harrison Brown, and he really liked this piece, one of Dr. Ludwig's students. I wanted to go over this motion because this is like such a fun section. So I want everyone to take a look at this. Everyone's going to try this part. These aren't hand crossovers until you get to the end of the bar. Then it kind of crosses over, but it's not exactly the typical hand crossover, but it's kind of like it right here. So I want everyone to try it. I'll mark out the ones that are right hand versus the ones that are left hand. So right will be with red, red, right, red, right, and red, right. And I'll do left, lavender, left, lavender, left, lavender. So try it out. Give it a shot. Give yourself about 30 seconds or so to figure out that position. You're going to start with finger 5 in the right hand on E. Then left hand comes in on A with your thumb. Then you're gonna, it's kind of like a crossover. It's more like an overlap. Then again, you're moving. And then kind of a stretch position there. And then, okay, I want everyone to try it. It's pretty fun. I think at full speed. Okay, sounds very, very hungry. Let's see. Callie, you want to go first? Did you get it yet?
No.
Give it a shot. Go ahead. We'll give you maybe 20 more seconds. Try to figure it out. Finger 5 is on E, and their thumb in the left hand is on A. They're just steps. The overall pattern is E, B, if you want to figure it out. It's E, B, which are, by the way, are tonic and dominant positions on this key. You don't have to play all of that. Just play the crossovers. All right. Did anybody get it? Ashrita, did you try out? Try just the first one even. Start from finger 5 on E. Go for it. Oh, you got it. Very good. And then the F sharp. And then now you're going to kind of overlap the left hand. You're going to put your pinky in the right hand on B. There. Can you find that position? Pretty tricky move. It's like a shuffle. Yeah, go for it. It's good. Try again. Yeah, it's tricky, right? I really appreciate the effort that, like, I know it's very uncomfortable to play new pieces that you've never seen before, and it's really great that you're able to adapt on the spot. That's a very good skill to have, so thank you for trying. Keep trying in the meantime. I'm going to have Callie play, but you can mute yourself for now. Give it a shot, Callie. So finger 5 on E in the right hand, and then 1 is on A in the left hand, so they meet, and your thumb in the right hand gets replaced by the thumb in the left hand. And then pinky goes to B. Yes. See how it's kind of like an overlap? It's not a very common move. This is a very rare move. I don't really see this too often. Good. All right. And last but not least, let's just go take a quick peek over at Callie's piece. Really nice performance today. In fact, all of you guys played really well. I had a question. Evelyn, do you have yours memorized? Evelyn? Sorry?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, Callie, I don't really have much to say as far as improvement, as far as the playing of it. It's really, really well played. Just watch out that one thing there. And I also think you can slow down a little bit. So when you play it next time, when you play this last part, then you bring it down here. Take your time. You don't have to rush to the end. right? It should sound regal, royal, right? Like you're Queen Callie, right? Not just like everyday Callie. Okay, this is gonna be like make it very royal. Ba bum bum bum. Do you want to give that a shot real quick?
Is the D like over here or like over here?
Which one?
Uh,
Which one are you talking to in the score? Like the very last note? But which one in the score? Because they're all a little bit different.
like this one or like this one, like the very last note.
I know. So my point. Oh, the very last note is all the way at the bottom here. So it's not going to be this one, but it's going to be this one. But I was playing both because why not?
Okay.
Yeah, just to make it sound even more powerful. That's the whole intention here, anyway. Now back down to the middle of the piano. Good. Yeah, and look, if you want to be even more royal, play the entire octave, right? So you can play the D and the other D here. Can you reach an octave or is it too big? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, go for that. The other thing I really liked, sorry, I normally focus on movement, but the other thing I really liked about your playing here was that you were kind of like messing with it. Like this part, but you can start even slower. Whatever you want to do there, right? Whatever you want to do, make it showy and flashy. You can even make up your own music and add more notes, perfectly fine, right? A cadenza is whatever. It's your time. A cadenza, did anybody explain what a cadenza is to you? No? Okay. So when you play a concerto with orchestra and we've had many students do this, by the way. We had 24 students play with orchestra last year who were in stage 4. I don't know if you saw the video, the Heroes video. And if you have a cadenza, it's your space to do whatever you want to do. Like you can just like make up whatever. Now you can follow the directions here, right? Now you can do that if you want to do that, that's fine. But you can also use your creativity to come up with whatever it is that you want to add to that. That's the other thing I was going to suggest. So you can start out like, and then I would start slow, and then maybe we may add more. Something like that, right? Be creative is what I'm suggesting. Don't feel that you need to stick to whatever the score is and then have to follow that exactly. Start there, but in a cadenza, it's really about using your creativity to come up with something special so that you can put your own imprint on the piece. That was my only other suggestion, really. I love everything else that you're doing. And then movement-wise, I don't really need to talk about movement with you because I think you fully understand the piece. But the last part, I would just make a note about the fact that this is in the middle of the piano and not the octave higher. Okay, but everything else is really, really well. Girls, all 3 of you are going to be getting honors recital today because you played super well, and I have to use my honors recitals. So